Hey everybody, welcome to Black Spin. This will be brief. I'm just a little put off by everybody, especially my own people's reaction to the rioting. What we have to understand is that the rioting breaks back out to like the early 1900s, and that is something that we actually got from European society. So I don't really understand why the adverse reaction, especially from my own people who should know where it stems from, and then white people who should also know where it stems from. This is your clear characteristic. I'm not gonna go back as far as when white people was rioting on white people back during like the Boston Tea Party and all that shit. When you dumped all that fucking shit in the water, motherfucker, that was a riot. Like, y'all don't get that? But we gonna fast forward to the early 1900s when black people was having so many businesses, was making so much money, and was actually grossing more money than Europeans at the time, and they was only 20, 30 years out of slavery, and white folk got mad as fuck and start burning down everybody's shit. We're not gonna forget about I know y'all, some of my braids that came out, and I don't give a fuck, because I'm just gonna take them and whoop, can't even see it. So, but, so we're not gonna forget like the Wilmington fires never happened when they burned down that broom factory that was making all that money making brooms. We're not gonna act like the Patterson Car Company, also stationed in Wilmington, never caught fires. Look up the Wilmington fires. We're not gonna act like Black Wall Street in 1920 didn't happen. That was actually the first bombing on United States soil. So we're not gonna act like rioting is not what motherfuckers do when they don't want you here, or when they disapprove of you and your actions and or your color of your skin. So just because their rioting has gotten more passive and our rioting is now more overt and aggressive, that doesn't mean anything. That just means that we're upset. And this is how in America you show your upsetitude. Yes, like y'all know what I say, if Webster can do it, so can I. So this is how you show your upsetitude, tearing motherfucking shit up. And to understand the shit that they tore up. The only reason I don't believe in rioting is because now the side effect of rioting is now motherfuckers get money. Like I think the laws burned down their own police station because they wanted a newer, better, bigger one. So yeah, let's do that. Let's not forget that video I told everybody to go look at that I believe I posted. I found I'm gonna post it on my Facebook or something, of the white guys who wear their black prosthetics and go and commit crimes. They wear the hands. They have like glove latex hands. And they have a face. They have one called a pimp, one called Jerome. They got a lot of them. You could probably look them up and go buy you one and see what I'm talking about. You know, that's what those Mexican guys were wearing when they got arrested, when they was robbing banks. That's also what those white guys in Chicago was wearing. I think they were white police officers, but that's just speculation on my behalf. I think that what those white guys was wearing, they was shooting and killing people in Chicago a few years ago. Remember when they had all those riots and gang fights out there? So let's not act like we don't get rioting from Greco-Roman culture, or from the conquistadors and the colonizers that came here and enslaved the aborigine of this land, and then 200 years later tell us that you got us off from Africa. Okay, well, if you got us off from Africa, who the fuck was here, and where did they go when you got your ass here? How the fuck a motherfucker that's from the tropics, that's from Africa, the tropics, a tropical climate, knows how to weather the storm here? The fuck? Who knows how to migrate? I said migrate. Who knows how to irrigate land and grow food here? What do Africa know about growing tobacco when that's not one of their natural resources? Stop it. Okay, so that's what I had to say about the riots. I really don't give a fuck about what's going on as far as them breaking into a CVS and shit like that. Like, the fuck? Unless y'all putting out a list of names, and you got motherfuckers, like, what's my brother's name? Oh, I feel so bad that I forgot his name. They was out there just shooting cops. Was he in Dallas? The sniper guy that was out there just blowing them cops' head off. Unless y'all about that action, I don't want to hear that shit. Because quite frankly, what's it gonna do? Let everybody know you mad? Nigga, they know you mad. All we doing is helping them Iranians get bigger, better stores, helping the white folks file bankruptcy and get some more money from the government, because all they do is replace their shit. We go ride it, break it, they replace it. It's not gonna be replaced by a black business. These dope dealers not gonna come together, put their money together and buy a grocery store. They're not gonna put their money together and legitimize it in a way that's gonna be purposeful and help black people. That's what I don't understand about black folk. Y'all complain. I'm not gonna say y'all, we all complain about shit, but ain't nobody gonna do nothing. You know how much money these drug dealers got right now if they sitting on, especially with the quarantine, they making buku money, hand over fist, because everybody in the house, they either getting high or getting fat. So my whole thing is, why the fuck ain't nobody trying to buy the grocery store? You know, we can ride them, shut them down, burn them out, and then black people can go rebuild it. But nobody is putting together a plan or a course of action. We just acting out our aggression because we don't know how to properly channel our anger. We don't know how to properly execute. Like, there is no plan after the rebellion. You know, it's just a rebellion, and then the shit die down. You know, and stop saying black leaders and shit telling us to calm down. We have no black leaders. Like, we have not one black leader. They killed them all as well as they offspring. So we don't have no black leader. So stop that shit. You know, black leaders not telling us to calm down. Those are people that those are black people that work with the colonizer. You know what I'm saying? They're employed by the state. They're employed by the CIA. That's who that is. So stop saying black leadership. Like, we have no black leadership. We out there freeballing. Can't you tell? So with that being said, if y'all gonna ride, if y'all gonna burn some shit down, if y'all gonna fuck some shit up, then don't just loot and steal. Be burning the shit up that you know you can replace with a black business. You see what I'm saying? Burn down a restaurant and then have Susie or somebody who we know make organic food set her up in that bitch for it and let her have a restaurant and get out the shape center because her food good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna riot with a purpose, you know what I'm saying? Still with a cause. Still with a cause, y'all. So, you know, don't just be out there just dry doing shit. You know what I'm saying? That's our problem now. We just always dry doing shit. Damn, my hair grow fast. I haven't had these for a month. But, you know what I'm saying? So, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get the anger and I get the displaced emotion. But what I don't get is how we are judging our own people for doing it. Number one, it's not us. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. Number one, is not really us doing it. And if it was us doing it, what the fuck you gonna say? Pop Boston Tea Party. I can name a whole bunch of y'all rebellions, but this is not what this video is for. I just want y'all to understand that this is how we talk to them. That's how Americans have always talked and dispute. Tearing shit up, burning shit down, and stealing shit. Like, the fuck. So don't act like that's not part of American history and that we are acting upon what we do as Americans. You know what I'm saying? As Americans, as the aboriginals of this land who has been stolen by the colonizers and conquistadors. That's what we learned from y'all. So y'all can get mad, y'all burn everybody's shit up. So we gonna get mad and burn everybody's shit up. The fuck? That's what the same thing they did in Haiti. Except in Haiti, they had a motherfucking plan in 1804. Copatet Boulake, cut off their head, burn down their house. It is what it is. Shit. So let's not act like this is not part of history and this is not what it's gonna be. I had no idea that his old lady was white. She always fuck with gray. Well, she got some pretty silver hair though. Oh, she talk with Louisiana accent. Never mind, that's one of them black Frenchmen. One of them European black Frenchmen. You know, the French trailer trash that grew up around black folk. Help her up the stairs. Why you just gonna lean on the wall? Whatever, child. I don't let my old ass woman or wife or grandma, who the fuck that is, to him walk up in the house by herself. I have to hold her hand. But anyway, I just think that we're all looking at this all wrong. This is the time to get set the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there who have a viable black business, mine is still small. Even if all small businesses came together and made a store, you know what I'm saying? It might not be profitable at first, but it'll be profitable for the community and for the morale. But let's not just go out there and rob and steal. When we was on the verge of having the first World Bank as black people, because, you know, everybody want to do business with us, everybody fuck with us. That's why they let Obama be president in the first place, because they was so mad at Bush. So they was like, Africa raised their tariffs so high we couldn't get no resources from Africa, which is why we started the war in Afghanistan that in the first place. It was all about natural resources. We're trying to find some more resources to replace the ones that Bush had fucked up because Africa wasn't fucking with us. And when I say Africa wasn't fucking with us, we ain't saying Africans as African people wasn't fucking with us. We saying the tribal men who has sold out their own tribes wasn't fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? The white folk in Africa that stole shit wasn't fucking with the thieves and the conquistadors over here in America. So when that happened, they had went ahead and got a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? They went and got a motherfucker that looked like them, that's mixed with them, that was raised by them, for them, like they always do, to go ahead and renegotiate things over there in Africa. So, pause, stop. If you want to ride, fuck they shit up, take they shit. But shut a store down that you can replace. Let's shit all these motherfucking corner stores down, these Iranians and shit on. Burn that fucking shit up. And then let's go ahead and move in Brothers Convenience Store. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, we can sell cigars and single cigarettes too. What the fuck? Like, stop that shit. Like, if y'all gonna tear up a corner store, make sure you replace that corner store with a black person's corner store. You know what I'm saying? So, we might have a little trouble buying gas at first. You know how they do us. But shit, as long as that's them cigars selling and that shit selling, then we good. We can have a whole bodega with nothing on the shelves like they do in New York. You know what they pumping out that bitch. So, all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can go in the store and get a deuce already pulled up in the lemonade. You know what I'm saying? For the 25. You know, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking real ethnic here, real ratchet here, but I'm just saying, let's act like we know where riots come from. Let's not be mad at it because this is just the natural order of things. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is, when white folks riot, something come of it. When we just out there wasting energy, and the only thing that's gonna come of it is they're gonna get some newer, better, bigger stores, and they're gonna come up off that insurance money. They're gonna come up off them grants and shit. You know, when FEMA come through, the reason why black folk can't get no money is because they give it to them first. That's what it is. That's who it's for. That's who it's to bail out. You know what I'm saying? These small businesses not really getting bailed out. They have to run and jump through hoops to get these motherfucking loans. You know what I'm saying? Like hoops. Shit, motherfuckers, they're giving these white folks the money off the rip and saying, hey, we'll fix the hoops later. You feel me? So let's do that. And let's act like we understand what's going on and that this is normal. It's Black Span. This is Nikki. Love y'all. Power to the people. And I'm out. Oh, and one more thing before I leave. If I see one more t-shirt that say, what would Martin Luther King do? Nigga, yeah, y'all killed him too, but Martin Luther King, let me tell y'all something. If I own his last speech from 1968, read that motherfucker verbatim. I will fucking read it to you if you ask me to. He said they took our land, gave white folk money to build on it, and then fucked us in the process through we was talking about the Homestead Act at the time. So let's understand Martin Luther King had totally changed. He had become more revolutionized. He had started agreeing more with Malcolm X. So let's not act like the Martin Luther King that lived prior to 1968 was the same Martin Luther King that they murdered in 1968. Get that motherfucking shit straight. Because he knew too many motherfucking people. He was too kind-hearted. And you get motherfuckers with that kindness. So a lot of motherfuckers was riding with him. The people who was violent was riding with Malcolm. The ones who was more passive, like let's do this shit politically, was riding with Martin. And once Martin had demonized the people he was trying to work with, that he was trying to coexist and make a treaty, so to speak, with through the Civil Rights Act. That's all it is a treaty. Then when he found out they was gonna give all the shit he worked for to white folk and to white women, he was thoroughly pissed off. Okay, number one, nonviolent was a strategy. Martin stayed strapped. Let's get that shit straight. But the reason why he did it like that, because he wanted them to publicize them brutalizing these people who was doing what they doing peacefully. We're peacefully sitting in a restaurant and getting fucked over. So, and that shit made world news and world headlines. So let's not act like what he did was in vain, but let's also act like we know Martin was with the shit, especially in 1968. So y'all not gonna do Mr. King. Yeah, the way he did it at first was some bitch ass passive shit, but at the same time he learned an invaluable lesson, and he was with the shit, and he was always strapped and ready. So don't act like Ralph didn't stay strapped. We're not gonna do Mr. Abernathy and them like that. We gonna act like motherfuckers was with it, because they was with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that since everybody else didn't understand his strategy, a lot of the non-violent people who was actually non-violent, who thought that was actually what the fuck was going on, you know, was getting bit by dogs and water hoses and shit, but it was all for a greater purpose. So the Martin that was murdered in 1968 was not the Martin who was marching in 1964. So let's understand that. I just want to say that, you know what I'm saying? Because even Malcolm started airing his ways and was like, all right, bet, I'm finna hook up with him, and we finna link up, and we gonna deliberate. We gonna liberate all of our people. So understand that. So okay, this is the true exit. This is Black Sped, and I'm out. Power to the people, man. I love y'all.